Good morning, good morning. Mwah. How are my darlings doing today? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that like button, okay? And if my content interests you, subscribe. Top up my channel so I can get views. Anyway, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Mzungu Pebbles at your service. I am on vacay, but you know I have to come here and give you my 2 cents. I can't have you guys miss me too much, okay? Anyway, lovelies, I'm having breakfast this morning. It is Sunday morning and I am having breakfast close to home at Naughty Johnny's. I'm enjoying sun, sand, and sea, and it is hot in the Caribbean, of course, always. But I'm enjoying breakfast this morning at this lovely cafe. It's empty because everyone is at church except me. Please bear with me. I'm outside. Your girl is outside, shaking her little non-existent nash and having a good time, okay? Anyway, let's just get right to the topic before I lose my trail of thought and someone else jump in and I have to get off this phone. Let's talk about Marwa's bridge and what's going on with Marwa's bridge. And a lot of people already addressed this, but I have my 2 cents on his ignorance, because this is what I think this Bushman is. He's very, very ignorant and it annoys the crap out of me. How can someone, a human being, be so ignorant? You know, he's oblivious to a whole lot of things that is happening in this world, especially right now at this moment. All he thinks about is himself, me and my family. That's it. Him and his family, that is all that matters to him. So anyway, as I've seen a lot of other people mentioning that the Kenyan authorities wants to inspect the bridge that Marwa built, and it's an illegal bridge, and one of the reasons why it is an illegal bridge is because Marwa decided to build this bridge into the river. Hi. Grits, yeah, I don't eat Johnny cake. Thank you so much, darling. All right, I appreciate it. So I think I'm getting stew, fish, and grits. So she came to ask me what I needed. Sorry for the interruption. She thought I needed Johnny cake, but I don't eat Johnny cake. I'm allergic to so many things in life that I can't eat, so I have to be careful. That's why I'm so small, okay? That's why. So anyway, where was I? Lord have mercy. See why I don't have time to do reaction, guys? There's always some sort of interruption somewhere. So he is now singing the tune that this bridge is clearly a footpath. In his prior videos, remember Marwa run out on how this bridge was for cars. Even cars can drive on it. It's for this, it's for that. Now that Marwa is realizing how serious this issue is of him building a bridge without getting prior approval from the government authorities, the local government authorities, he is now singing the tune that it is a footbridge, which would lessen the charges or even, cause them not to penalize them if he insists that it is merely a footbridge. It's one of the reasons why he's online singing the tune about this footbridge. It's the only reason. He's no longer bragging. Thank you so much. Oh, it looks beautiful.
It is good.
My
Whatever
God.
I'll take it. I'll pack it for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Enjoy
I appreciate it. That's my Breakfast. Breakfast is served. So now I have to get off this thing. My life is lifing, okay? It's lifing, and I'm outside. So as I said, it's one of the reasons why he's changing his tune right now and talking about it's a footbridge and making it seem like he's connecting the other side of the property to his property, making it seem like he's helping out the neighborhood when honestly the neighborhood has nothing to do with his bridge. His bridge is for him and him alone. He's now saying, oh, this is where Moses, the little boy, will be able to cross and all this nonsense, yada yada yada, knowing darn well that he built that bridge for his horses and for himself. It has nothing to do with anyone else. He could care less if those people who fell in the river trying to cross the bridge. It's not for them. It's all for him. So all this rigmarole nonsense that he's coming online talking about now, it is bullshit. Completely bullshit. Making believe and pretended just for the Kenyan authorities so that they don't find him. That's what this is. So I went ahead and kind of do some research on, the Kenyan law. Of course, there's ChatGPT that can give you all the information that you need. And perhaps he should have utilized ChatGPT before he built that bridge. As per Kenyan law, even if the river runs entirely through your land, you should obtain approval before constructing a bridge because a river is a public water resource regulated by the Kenyan government. A bridge can affect water flow, flooding, erosion, and downstream users may have an issue with that. Remember that he's not the only one using the river, so he can't go ahead and say, oh, this is my river. Remember, he was trying to claim this river to say, hey, this is my river, it's river YouTube. No, it's not. You can't own a river in anywhere in the world, really. You can't. So I don't understand why he's assuming that that river belongs to him, so he's free to do whatever he wants to do with it. Now he is comparing his bridge to the wooden bridge and even pointing out, I saw him showing his sister, look at this bridge, sister, look at this bridge, sister. This bridge, sister, look what people who look, they at 7 o'clock at night, this is what people are using to cross. Now building a wooden bridge like that is not a problem. Yes, it is dangerous, but the people built it because they had no other, choice, okay? But when you put metal in the river, then it's a different issue, Marwa. That's what the problem is. No one is saying that you couldn't build a bridge. No one is saying that you shouldn't build a bridge. People are saying that you should have gotten the necessary paperwork, the necessary approval from the authorities. And I'm pretty sure that if you had gone to them to get all the permits and, bring your plan to them, not the one that's embedded in your head, the plans on paper to show them, how you're going to build this bridge, they would have had zero issue with you building a bridge, Marwa. You are so ignorant that you are not understanding the issue that people are talking about. You don't see it. You don't see your faults. You don't realize the mistakes that you make. You think you are always right and no one can tell you anything. And that is stupidity to me and ignorance right there. It proves how ignorant you are, you and your entire family, because you guys know everything. That's how you pretend as if, oh, I know so much, you can't tell me anything. And this is all people are saying. Everyone who has been reacting on this topic, this is what they are talking about. You should have just gotten the necessary approvals. It's not an issue of you, Marwa, you have no right to build a bridge. That is not the issue at hand. And you know it. You're just being disgusting. Building without approval could result in enforcement of action or an order to remove the structure. And so I guess this is what Marwa is upset about because, it costs money. It's not his money anyway. It's subscribers' money, and it costs money to build the bridge and then to go and knock it down. That is a big issue, and it's a beautiful bridge. It looks like a nice bridge. Now, as for the strength of the bridge or the structure, I don't know. how strong the bridge is. I don't know if the bridge is dangerous. However, I am going to agree that the bridge is a better option compared to the stick bridge that they had thrown across the river previously. And I think many people will agree with that. You know, Marwa went ahead and blamed Africa because people are concerned about him building a bridge without the proper approval. Marwa said Africans are sick and he wished he could pack up his swamp. And I'm going to say his swamp, yes, because you're disgusting and you annoy me. And when you annoy me, I am going to call your place a swamp. He wished he could pack up his swamp and move it to Europe.
Africans, some of them are sick, but these are lazy people who are just very negative, low. Sometimes when I think about it, I feel so sad for my people. Yeah, sometimes I feel like carrying all I've built even to somewhere in Europe and just, it's very frustrating.
Why is it that Marwa and his family assume that Europe is better than Africa? Constantly, over and over, they shit on Africa. And why is it that the Africans who are supporting them sit there and allow Marwa to continuously shit on their country? You guys are just as bad. Just as bad. It is disgusting and it's appalling that Marwa constantly think that Africa is such a wicked country. Then why are you there, Marwa? Find someone and move away just the same way Dee Mwango moved away from the country, or say she's moving away even though she's building a big house there, You guys know that you can't live anywhere else because you're too cheap. You can't get away with the crap that you get away in that village. And Africa is a continent, not a country. So not all places are like Nyabahanse village where you guys feel like you own that village and you're free to do whatever you want. Let me tell you something. The same rules that apply in Africa is the same rules that applies in Europe. In fact, some of us can't even put a small addition onto our house or onto our property without having to get our approval to do such simple renovations on our land or our property. So you who said that you have traveled the world to all these countries are not aware of this. You think that in Europe you would have been able to build a bridge like this. They would have put you in jail, Marwa. In fact, they would have put you in jail for a whole lot of things, including how you treat those dogs, including how you treat those employees, and for also building that bridge without any sort of approval. You would have been in jail in Europe. The same Europe you're talking about you wish you can move to, because Africa is shit. You are a shameful beggar POS. That's what you are. I can't stand this guy.
Everything, my love?
Everything is perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
All right.
You are a shameful POS. That's what you are. Shameless, I should say. Shameless POS. Shameless beggar man. Make me sick to my stomach sometimes. Seriously. When he comes out and he shit on Africa like this. Listen, I'm not African and I have been, championing for Africa for a very long time. I respect the people there. Most of them. Okay? Because they have been through so many things in life that for us, even they're my own kind. Even though, guys, you people think I'm Mzungu, I am not Mzungu. That Mzungu name was given to me. That's why I use it. Okay? Yes, I may be mixed breed, but I always champion as a black woman. That is what I represent. A black woman. Okay? So Africans, they are my people. So I'm always going to try to lift them up. Most of the time. Sometimes, I will shit on the ones who come out here and beg and thief and kill and do all the nonsense. And it's the same thing in my country. If they do that, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything either. I am going to talk about them. But Marwa constantly, 24/7, Africa this, Europe is better, the women are better, the place is better, the conditions there are better, everything is better. But yet he is in Africa milking, working the people, milking the system and begging people from the West to build in Africa. You shameful beggar man who makes me sick. Marwa doesn't understand anything, nothing. Just the other day, I was reading an article, I think it was in the New York Times. I can't remember where it was. Somewhere I saw it, but I think it's somewhere in California, where this Nigerian doctor, I think he has the same mentality as I am Marwa, who believes that he could do whatever he wants on his own land. And apparently, him and his wife owns a lot of land in somewhere in California. A huge, I think, couple acres of land, or I don't know, but it was a huge property. And this land had a lot of trees. And what this man did without any approval is something that he probably would have done in his own country, Nigeria. This man went and cut down a lot of trees, just like what his Marwa has been doing in his on his property. He removed a lot of trees, and guess what? Him and his wife was fined $1 million for removing these trees from his own land, his very own land, Marwa. So even you removing those trees from your land in Kenya, you could not do this. In Europe or America, Marwa, you will be fined. So what are you talking about? Educate yourself a little bit more, Marwa, before you open your mouth. Because you don't know what you are talking about, obviously. You do not. Sickening, man. Sickening. Before we even begin to build on our land in any place, even in the Bahamas or Jamaica, we have to get permits to build. We have to have approval. We have to take all the drawings, all the information to the ministries to get it stamped and approved before we can even build on our own land. It's not like what you are doing in that village, Marwa. And I'm pretty sure other spaces in Kenya, it's only in the village Marwa does whatever he wants. In other places in Kenya, you need approval as well. Marwa, you have a bushman mentality. That's what you have. Nothing but a bushman mentality. And you think you can take this bushman mentality anywhere. You are a caveman. That's what you are. You don't know anything. The world does not revolve around you where you can do whatever you want and get away with it. So no, Europe would not have allowed you to do this. This guy is crazy. He is sick. You are sick. You refuse to obey the law. That's a sick mentality. Crazy. So as I mentioned, in America, if you want to build a house or add an extension or construct a bridge or install a retaining wall or you need permits or any structural changes to your home or your property, just like how he's erecting walls all around his property. If we want to do this in the West, Europe, America, wherever, the Caribbean, we need to get permits from local government for many projects before construction begins. If you ignore those requirements, you can be fined, ordered to stop construction, or even forced to demolish the structure. Marwa, property ownership has rights, but it also has responsibilities. That is something that you need to learn. Anyway, let's move on from him. Like, today will be his begging live and we will see. Anyway, let's move on to the Gitriba and the Ian issue, where I saw that he brought Ian back to the villa and insulted him again in front of everyone, saying that I only bring him back so that he could go buy champagne and set the table. Ian really, he's shameless. And now many people are on Ian's case, stating that Ian is a user. Ian is now saying he wants to build a second house. What is it with these guys? But you can't blame them. He already has a house, and the greed in them, now he wants a second house. The greed in him, just to say I have two homes. This is not going to be a home for investment, just to say, hey, I have two homes. From begging. These people are something else, man. These people are something else. They're unbelievable. Unbelievable. So many people are now telling Marwa, get rid of Ian completely. He is a user. It is so windy out here. Let me just try to put stuff on here so these things don't fly away. So many people are saying, oh, get rid of Ian. He is a user. He's just using you to do all these things so that he can make money. He doesn't care about you. I guess because Ian didn't come out and tell Marwa how much. Hi, my girl. How you doing? And tell Marwa how much the phone cost. Let me just give these people privacy a little bit. So he didn't come out and tell Marwa how much the phone costs. So people are upset, And I saw a video of Gitriba and Ian, I think yesterday, and Ian was telling Gitriba, don't listen to anyone, be yourself, don't let anyone control you, just do what you have to do and be yourself. Basically telling Gitriba you're not a child. I think he was basically telling Gitriba don't let Marwa control you, because Ian says he doesn't allow anyone to dictate to him or control him. So he was basically letting Marwa know that, hey, you can't tell me what to do. And that is true, because if Marwa was controlling Ian, to be honest, he basically was controlling him, because he told him to come do champagne and fix table, and he went. But I think Ian did that for his own good, because Ian wants people to still like him and send him money. So that's why he's kind of kissing up to Marwa. He's a user. I do agree that he is a user in the sense that he needs Marwa for those subscribers. They all share subscribers. And if he shits on Marwa, a lot of people will leave him, and he doesn't want that. But I don't know if it was scripted. I'm thinking that it was scripted in the sense that Gitriba was trying for a very long time to get people to help him to build his villa. Marwa also tried. No one wants to help Gitriba. So now they're trying a different avenue to see if this will work. And perhaps it will, because now people are sending Gitriba money to build his place. Maybe this is the last resort. We don't know. So who knows?
Motivate you, man. You are my friend, guys. Yes. Gitriba is my friend. For real, like for real.
Yes.
And me, I don't think our friendship will end soon. You tell them. Yeah, like this friendship has not even started like yesterday. Someone will think it has started last year. Yeah. Me, I want to tell you one thing. Every day you have to create a win for yourself. Yes, you have to sacrifice everything you have, your time, your resources, your skills, and everything. And don't sympathize with anyone or with anything. Yes. You just go on straight. Give life a 10-0 score. Look at you like this and say, oh my goodness, is this the Gitriba I knew?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, don't let anyone dim the sparkle in your life. A sparkle is like the one that starts an engine, like chua. You've seen the gas. When you do like this, there's that light that comes, then it gives the fire. Don't let anyone to dim your sparkle in your life.
Okay.
Yeah, keep focused. As a man, have a heart of steel. No, guys, he's my friend. We are still friends, no matter what life brings on the face of our lives. And life goes on as usual, man.
Okay, Ian, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Who knows? Now I'm out here in the sun talking to you guys. Maybe that's what they're doing, guys. I do not know. But we shall see. Now let's move on to Pero, who is in Tanzania doing his thing. And of course, I saw him in a bus recording. And you saw how once those people sat down to have their breakfast, I got up out of respect, because people come, not to be filmed and be shown all over the world. So out of respect, it's either I turn my camera off, or I remove myself so that I don't expose them, because I am at a restaurant. Now, if I was out on the street, that would be a different story. So he was in a bus and recording, and I could tell that people are very uncomfortable with him. There was a clip where a woman got upset and said that she didn't want to be recorded, and he ran on to say he's the most beautiful person there. He's full of himself. He's arrogant, as I told you guys, that this guy is full of himself and how arrogant he is. He's not much different from Rosio, I'll be honest with you. sometimes we look at these people and we think that they're humble, but they really are not. You know, they're only humble until they get their hands on some money. Remember, Marwa was humble until he got his hands on some money, and now he's a whole different human being. It's the same thing with Pero. So I kind of didn't like when he said that I'm the most beautiful person there. Like, what does this mean? Because you're white, you're the most beautiful person there. Is that what you were trying to say, Pero? You know, I don't know. What do you guys think? I saw another clip where a man was looking at him, and the eye that this man was giving him was kind of dangerous. This man looked like he wanted to cut his head off. And if Pero doesn't be careful, somebody is going to lay hands on him at some point, grab his phone, who knows, lay hands on him because he's disrespectful. He's very disrespectful. I can see that he is.
Wakimaliza kazi zao wanaumia mwili. Sasa hii dawa ukiwa nayo itakusaidia kukutibu, itakuacha ukiwa mwili wako salama. Hasa gharama yake 1,000 maumivu.
Anyway, so he's doing his thing, and you know, I saw where he mentioned about the food sucks in Kenya. Of course, the food doesn't suck in Kenya. The food suck in the swamp. Whatever Dee is cooking you, that is what sucked. That food, okay? In the swamp. That's the only food that sucked. Not the entire Kenyan country. Dee can't cook to begin with. I saw this girl cooking fish with fins and everything on it, like scales, everything on it. Nasty, 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 nasty. She doesn't know how to cook certain things. And fish is one of them. And chicken is one of them. And that's what she's feeding him. So that's why the food tastes so disgusting. Has nothing to do with the country. So he shit on their food. He also talked about how they beg a lot. And, you know, he's asking if this is the culture.
One thing with being here in Kenya a little bit, and now Tanzania, like people, it's easy for them to ask for money or things. Like they have this inclination. I don't know, is it culture? Is it how you are brought up? I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't want to insult nobody. It's fine, you know, I got used to it even. But I love humble people, you know, hardworking people.
So was that shade Pero was throwing at Marwa, because he's the biggest beggar in the world that we know? So I am pretty sure that was shade he was throwing at his brother-in-law, also his wife, because his wife is a beggar, you know, the number 2 behind the brother. Well, she doesn't beg as much as he does, but she begs a lot as well, begging to build him a house. And, you know, I must commend Pero for keeping in contact with that guy that he met many years ago, 15 years ago to be exact. And that shows that he really is a good friend. I don't know if it is a true friendship, but if you're keeping something that a friend sent you years ago and you still have that picture or whatever that friend sent you, it means that you truly care about that person and you are capable of being a good friend. And I truly believe that he is being genuine in wanting to meet this friend. And I'm really glad that he got to meet this friend. Another thing that impressed me with Pero, and this is, you know, for the time being, I saw a comment a while ago where someone offered to send money to Moses after his mother sent money to Moses to buy a bag. Someone else wanted to support Moses with money. Actually, a lot of people in his couples channel and his personal channel wanted to send money for Moses, and he refused to accept that money. I think I clipped that comment. If I did and I didn't delete it already, I will post it here. And his response was, I don't want to get involved in collecting money from people. His mother was an exception. That was the response that he gave the person. And I was very impressed because, as we know, this is how Marwa makes his money, by collecting money from people in the name of charity for others, and allegedly pocketing a lot of that money, more than 60%, for his own use. And Pero knows this, and I think he has been watching reactors, and he knows that people will talk about him if he starts to collect money on behalf of an African child. It's not just any child, it is an African child. So the moment he starts to collect money on behalf of someone, then it's going to become a big issue, and so he is afraid of that and he's trying to shy away from that. Because remember, he met Dee and Dee begging. He met Marwa. Marwa is worse than the entire family in that village. All they do is beg, and every single one of them in that village, all they do is beg, beg, beg. They beg non-stop, morning, noon, and night. So he says that it is disgusting, and it's sort of a disgusting culture, but he's getting used to it. In Tanzania as well, people are begging him. The little children are begging him. And maybe because he is a Mzungu and this is why they are begging him. No, they're just beggars. A lot of people are just beggars because that's the mentality some of them have. And I think you have seen most of it. At least the kids are only begging for $1. But what about Marwa and Dee, who is building a house to build for you, Pero? You. By the way, Marwa is complaining that Pero is not checking for Dee and helping Dee with her construction. You think Pero is going to help Dee build that house, knowing darn well that he has nothing to do with it, no shares in it. It's going to be for me, me, me. When Dee speak about her house, she just says it's for me, 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 me. Pero is out there trying to build a channel for himself so that he can earn his own money, because he knows that this relationship will not last forever. So this is what Pero is doing. Guys, this movie is going to continue for a very long time. A very long time. And we are here to enjoy it, okay? What else is there to talk about? Oh my God, yes, I almost forgot to talk about this. So Dee has the dog all tied up on top of the roof in the beaming sun. Like, imagine 90 something degrees perhaps sun heat. She has Mat tied up on top of the roof with no water, and people are livid in her comment section about it. It's in the video where she brags about, constructing my infinity pool. Like, these dumbass people, no water, but she's constructing infinity pool. Anyway, they say dream and dream big. They see stuff in photos and that's what they want. So if that's what they want, that's what they want. So anyway, she has the dog all tied up on top of the roof, and so many people are angry about this. Like, what a evil girl. I realize that now she is treating Mat badly, and the new puppy, that's the dog that she is holding and pretending as if, oh my God, I love my puppy so much. These people don't like animals. These things are just for show. That's the only reason why they got this animal, to show off and starving the animal. This dog is going to die pretty soon, and then they're going to try to cover it up, but I'm going to tell you guys when it happened, because trust me, I will know. The same way I knew that all the chickens died and then they cooked the chicken and feed it to the people, including the guest and Pero. Perhaps this is the reason why Pero was disgusted by their food. Anyway, it's just ridiculous. Also, another thing I heard is that Dee Mwango has chased one of the workers from the villa because she was slaving this worker. Apparently, it's a family member of Conrad's mom, and Marwa gave the girl a little job or whatever. Not gave her a job, but the girl was there trying to help them out, slaving out in their house, trying to help them out, cook for the guests and stuff like that. And then Dee Mwango started treating the girl like her own personal slave, and later on chased her out, telling her that she was too lazy, she must get out and go home. That's what they did to that girl. She's awful. I heard that Dee speaks to the workers like dogs. Don't mind her pretending as if she has changed and that she has become humble since her pregnancy. It's all fake on camera. She has been treating them like they are garbage in that villa. That's what I heard. Yes. I think that is it, guys. I have to wrap it up because my breakfast is getting cold and this sun is beating on me. But your girl is out here having a wonderful time. She's partying it up, living life, enjoying the sun, sand, and sea as well. And I'll be back in my little basement corner to report to you guys pretty soon. Someone says, Marwa, money looks good on me. Darling, let me tell you something. I was living life before I started reaction. Okay? living life before I started reaction. So don't try it. I could show you videos before I started reacting on Marwa. Marwa, couple dollars, as I tell you all. Can't even buy the sunglasses I'm wearing. Okay? Get it right. My money that I work hard for every single day looks good on me. I don't beg, borrow, and steal. I work hard for everything that I have, sweetheart. I put my college degree to work. Okay? For me. Anyway, thank you. Love you guys always. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for your girl. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.